I'm just kidding, guys. I just seen you say roll that second intro, so I decided to start for a couple seconds. Now it looks like the stream here is on fire, guys. Like originally, I was doing the countdown. I like to use the countdown as to see how much lag and how bad the stream is going to be today. And I was like 8 to 10 seconds, and I refreshed my stream in the background, and I was only at like 2 second delay. So it looks like there's only a 2 second delay. So I encourage anybody, if you think you're having like maybe lag issues or delay issues, then just refresh the stream and it should fix that, because it did when I was rolling that intro. So awesome. So what's going on? We have a Q&A happening today, slower day, and stuff like that. So we're going to scroll up, do a quick roll call, and then get to potential questions that you guys may have. So we got Andres 23007. What is happening? MC, my best friend. I show slow. Skir mine some 10. My best friend again. I gotta find my button. How come I never have this ready? I always should, huh? Budweiser. Ooh, good thing he checked on the stream again. Yes, we are starting a bit early because we got to run to town and stuff here in a little bit. So we'll see how long this one actually goes. But yeah, we started this one a bit early. I was all ready, so that's good. Curtis Markham, we got Jen's Option, new intro. That was actually the older intro, but new to some people, probably. Gordon Murray, mine sub 10. I believe I said that already. Oh, it just jumped on me. Yashnik, what's happening? Secure crack. Oh, am I allowed to say that? I might not even be allowed to say that name. Bad stuff. Ninja Kid. I think Yash Rawalani, what's happening? And I haven't seen Stingy again for a while. It's like he pops in every couple months now instead of, all the time like he used to. But he probably watches later on. So I don't have any food showcase for you guys because he hasn't asked for anything lately. So what's going on? Anybody have some questions? Go over some stuff. Now, I find something very interesting. I don't know why when I'm on my phone and I'm checking out Twitter stuff, I have all sorts of stuff. Then when I go to the computer that I can kind of want to show you guys, then it's like, okay, where did it all go? It was there forever, like everything, and now I can't find nothing on the topic. So what I wanted to kind of talk about here while we wait for some of your guys' questions or something to come in. ETC. There's a lot of talk going on now about that potential fork on the Ethereum network. And, it's going to be called, originally they say it's going to keep the same ETH balances, and then you keep mining Ethereum, stay POW, and if all the users want to stay on the POS side, they can, and ultimately they'll win anyway. It's a better platform. And if they decide to stay POW, they can use that chain. Now, there are some sketchy names that have been involved in some bad things in the past that are on board of this, and there's a lot of talk going on about, is this just going to be bad, a quick rug pull? The last few the high name people want to make a quick extra buck off the expense of miners that really have no idea what's going on, but it sounds like a good idea. So that's kind of what's going on right now. It does seem like a lot of the bigger name pools like App Pool and stuff, if there is a POW fork on Ethereum before the merge happens, they're not going to support it. So it's also going to come down to who's going to support this pool wise, if it does. And I don't know. There's a lot of crazy stuff. I don't know all the details, but I was going through all the different tweets and stuff there, and there's some crazy conversations going on. So do you guys have any opinions on that? What are your guys' opinions? What happens if it forks? What if it doesn't fork? If they plan on forking that, obviously they should do it fairly soon because we don't have much time left. So the sooner the better to see if it does anything. And then same time, they might wait till the same day or the day before. That way everything goes through. So I don't really know. There should be no issues with the difficulty bomb. I don't think it's going to go off by the time the merge happens. And if it does, it might go off within a couple days, which then obviously they'll want to fork before that happens and then remove it completely. But yeah, I don't know. Crazy stuff going on about that whole operation there. I seen other things going on with it was like, Twitter talk of next go to Ravencoin, stuff like that. And the big names are also saying like they're only predicting 200 terahash worth of ASICs to hit ETC. Now, obviously, if ETC is hanging around 30 terahash, so an extra 200 terahash is an insane amount to be jumping over there. So that's a lot. But in the big picture of how much of the Ethereum network is ASICs, they're still only thinking like 200 terahash worth of ASICs is hanging out there. So that makes us wonder, the GPUs, how many GPUs are actually on there, and it really sounds like most of that hash rate on Ethereum is GPU. So yeah, we don't know nothing until this happens. Is it going to happen in September? Probably, but it's going to be crazy when it does. Very crazy. How's my helium miner doing? That's a good question. It's been doing, actually, I'm going to check it right now. It's been doing horrible for the last 10 days. It has not found anything. It was doing absolutely amazing, and now it's just absolute garbage. So let's just see here. Check out my miner. Oh, I just got a reward 7 hours ago. Okay, so I recently just finally got a reward, but the rewards before that was 12 days ago. And then it was like 2 or 3 rewards daily of 0.05. So it's getting about 0.15 helium, I guess, every day for weeks on end. And then all of a sudden I went through this 12-day spell. I also noticed, though, I have been moving my antenna. Now, originally when I had my antenna pointing, I pegged off that one town or one hotspot that was like 75, 80 kilometers away. And that was making me bank. Then I wanted to try to move it closer to a bigger city, and I've never found that exact spot again. So that part sucks. So right now, it's only been my 2 miners kind of talking to each other in terms of my rewards. It's still okay. There's no hotspots around me, and they've been talking to themselves and giving me rewards, which is okay as a lone miner. That's pretty awesome. But last 12 days have been horrible. We've had power outages. 2 days ago, I went through everything, and I did see that when the power goes out, routers reset, and they were on different IP addresses. Always check that. I usually always do when it comes to my nodes and stuff I'm running, because I don't have any static IPs, and I forgot about my helium. So I went into them, and actually I had to port forward all my IPs and certain ports and everything across my helium miners at both locations. And then I went in, did that, and now it seems I finally got a reward again. So that might have been my issue the past 12 days as well. The power went out about 5 days ago, so there's still probably 6 days of those that were just horrible days. But yeah, crazy stuff. Minimum 10, the crypto miners, fuddy wuddy. Oh, this thing is popping up ads again. I do have a pin there. Everyone, be sure to join the Discord. We do have, if you are a member, make sure you link your Discord to your members here, to your YouTube channel. That way you do grant automatic access to the members only Discord channel. And that way, you know, all you members could talk to each other and do cool stuff and stuff like that. Do cool stuff. Oh, I didn't put on any of the music. I guess I'll hit the play button now. Right on. Good for me. That's a fail. Big epic fail. You're rich. What's the max ping time for solo mining? Obviously, the lowest is best. Yeah, pick the lowest is the best. Now, I find for pool mining, 300 latency of like 300 is still just fine. I still have very minimal shares and stuff. I stale shares and stuff when it comes to that. But when solo mining, you do want to try to find whatever solo pool for you is ultimately the lowest latency, because you want to send those shares. Speaking of solo mining, today I got that feeling like I'm gonna try solo mining again. Should I go solo mining? I'm gonna try it after this live stream. I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna go in and swap my rigs over. We have about a month and a half left of it, and you know the Jazz miner is gonna, I don't know if it's gonna fall off. It may. I'm thinking it's only gonna lose some hash rate, but that only has about 2 weeks left. But then I went into Flex Pool today. I looked at blocks, and it says I found one 4 days ago. 4 days ago. So now I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, that resets my statistic wise, that resets my whole counter. I have 2 months now till I find my next block. Obviously, if I'm lucky, I can find it beforehand. But statistic wise, right now, it doesn't make sense to solo mine anymore. But then I still have that gut feeling in my belly. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna maybe still do it anyway, because if I can smash out 2 ETH before the end of the merge happens, that'd be absolutely awesome. I've been really lucky lately, like 3 months here. Since this time here, I've hit 2 blocks. I've hit 2 blocks since this actually solo mining. So actually, I think in the last, actually since 4 months, the 1 block we found very first time was in between this time frame here, between the 9 and 3. And then since this 3 month, though, I have found 2. So within the past, I don't know, I guess 7 months, I have solo mined 3 Ethereum blocks. So I'm thinking about one more. Can we hit the 4th block before the merge happens? All within less than 6 months on about 2 gigahash. Like when I first started, I was only at like 1 gigahash, and you guys helped me out and stuff with that as well. But I'm really thinking about doing it again, even though I just hit that block 4 days ago. It's going to be a huge gamble, but I'm thinking about doing it. We'll see. Starlink. Yeah, I was actually looking into Starlink yesterday. I've seen everybody posting around about it. Bits Be Trippin' said you could totally mine on Starlink. It works good. I saw Flexpool announced, but can you run a mining pool off it? And that really got me thinking, what are the speeds of Starlink? Now, like around here, it only looks like it's 10 megabyte. If it was faster, then I was really thinking, oh, I got to get Starlink. Then I could run my own nodes and stuff. I could run my own Cumulus node on Flux because of utilizing Starlink, but it doesn't look like the upload speed is fast enough to do so. Because you got to remember, you start running multiple nodes and you stream and you want to upload videos and other people are watching it. All this stuff adds up. So I won't be able to stream and stuff while doing that. So it just kind of sucks. So I'm still limited to only the Titan nodes on Flux. And I don't even know how the thing, I haven't checked on that thing forever. I should probably look on it sometime and see how it's doing, but I don't think it's doing too good, but it's doing something at least. Did you switch your rigs to Titan? The hash power exploded overnight. Went to 700. Went to 3 mega hash? No, I didn't. I wanted to, like today or tomorrow. Oh my gosh. No. Zergpool, you did this. It's all Zergpool's fault, isn't it? Let's take a look at Tizen. Did it really go to 3 mega hash? That's absolutely. People found out that the profitability was. Oh my gosh, it did. All right, so it doesn't look like it's worth mining anymore, probably. I don't know. It's still got to try it. But yeah, like I was running some numbers and this was looking like it was probably going to be an easy 40 to 50 on my setup. $40 to $50 a day USD easily. Probably around $1.50, $2 per 3900X rig. Now, that's not going to happen. Like you said, it was 5 to 700 terahash when we looked at this yesterday. People didn't. This isn't from me, is it? I didn't cause this issue. It's all on our plant though, not Zergpool. So that's interesting. Price tanked to nothing as well. I have no idea what's going on. Unless it's a bot, there could be a botnet happening. 300. Wow, yeah, it definitely shot up. That is insane. Oh my gosh. No, I did not do that. That's not my fault. I swear. Now I don't even know if I want to test it anymore. I probably still should. I still should. I tried it for like 5 minutes in the past and I got like 10 coins in like 5 minutes. Back when it was like 600 kilohash. I did notice that this is a RAM dependent OS. So that's definitely stuff. Once I look into this, gotta check out. But I did notice that my rigs with 1 stick versus my rigs with 2 sticks, I think they're at 800 and some kilohash. Not kilohash. 800. Is it in hashes? I can't even remember what it is. I'm saying 800 hashes to 11 to 12 hash. So like 75% boost from using 2 sticks of RAM. So it looks like YesScript R16 definitely loves the dual channel RAM, which makes you wonder if it loves dual channel, it must just eat up that quad channel from the rippers or something. So those will probably get insane hash rate. But again, I don't have any of those to test. I haven't fully tested this yet, but yeah, you're right. This hash rate exploded and that profitability definitely has come down. Oh, that sucks. It sucks. I never got to it. Oh well, I'll still test it here. I'll still see what's going on with that. I'll throw a single rig or something on it. VCAX is 81 USD block now, so it might be something to put. Did it go up now too? Oh my gosh. See, I've been talking about these coins for a while and are they all exploding now? Like these things, CPUs are profitable, guys. Profitable. People say they don't listen to them. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to run them either. They run them with burning up too much power. That's a bad thing. Like, I don't know. Anyway, what do we got for VCOX here? 9. So it's coming up a bit in hash rate too. What is going on? All the CPU coins are coming up in hash rate. Did everyone go out there and buy CPUs or something? This is insane. Why is everything going up? 0. I can't even see 0.0. That's way down. Price is down. Hash rate is coming up. Craziness. I don't know what's going on here. Crazy stuff's happening right now in the CPU mining world. It's like 10 USD per 100k coins and SRB mine. 10. Whoa, really? It's 10 USD for 100k coins? Yes, SRB miner did launch. I also seen a trick that I haven't tried yet. Some people are saying, because depending on your threads used to a certain point, they don't do too much hash rate per thread. So in theory, guys, I don't know, I read this somewhere, but with VCOX, you utilize, say, 75% of your CPU on VCOX, you could throw the other 25 and still maintain a pretty good hash rate on something else like Veal or something, and you could dual mine coins and get the profit of both. And with, you know, 100k coins is 10, that's 30 USD, little over 30, because I believe in that 36-hour span when I did try VCOX, I got about 330,000 coins in 24 hours, which would be a little over 30 USD if it's 10 USD per 100k. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Awesome. Awesome. I'm getting more pumped right now. I gotta end the stream, guys. I gotta go mine some stuff. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's cool. That's nice to see. You know, you guys are paying attention, looking around like this. That's awesome, because usually it's everyone's like, what are you mining? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Are you gonna try this? Are you gonna do that? And like, no one really goes around and bounces around. But this is what you got to do. You got to look at these network difficulties. You got to look at these other coins and decide where you point your rigs to. You guys as CPU miners, I really think you guys have a head start into the whole after Ethereum mining game, because this is what it's going to take to, you know, stay profitable on your GPUs, if that's even possible for the next year or two. You know, once all the hash rate comes in, we got to start looking at all these coins that everyone says, you know, it's a crap coin, that's bull BS, you know, you can't make money. As soon as people start saying that to you, that's when you know you're going to hit gold. So keep that in mind. Awesome. It's nice to see you guys actually running around looking at all this stuff. That's cool. It's wicked. Retro Mike, one of the Misfit guys put out a CPU mining video. Maybe that's why the hash rate went up. Maybe, possibly. I know who was it? Matt Electron, he was looking in Tizen a little bit here. Couple other people were, but there aren't too many CPU miners out there, and the ones that are on like YouTube and stuff, they pretty much just shut everything off and said it sucks. So I'm not doing that. I think the CPUs they're going to be a lot more profitable than GPUs, especially after Ethereum is gone. Even in the next bull run, I think CPUs are probably the better option. But again, it's still too soon to tell. We don't know how that next bull run is going to play out, but you know, we have a lot of coins on the horizon looking for some explosions to happen. Is VCOX dead? I cannot sync blockchain in the wallet. I think I just sunk mine up the other day. Check your wallet version. Maybe there's an update. A lot of these, when they're newer wallets, you have to manually add certain nodes and stuff into it so it gets those peer connections. So that might be an issue as well. Because remember, VCOX, fairly new. So that might be something you got to do. I got to check it out some more. I haven't really looked into it. Like I said, I just mined a couple of these coins for a couple of days, and I never really made a video on it. I kind of talked about it in these streams, but I haven't really fully put everything together, like my full testing that I usually do. You know, 1 stick around, 2 sticks, 4 sticks, overclock settings, yada, yada, yada. Usually with CPU mining, though, your overclock settings will be pretty much the same for everything. It's not like a GPU moving from Ravencoin to Flux to whatever, where you gotta change your core around, change your memory around, change everything around. Your CPU, you pretty much set it and forget it and mine all the different CPU algorithms with those settings. Now, other people like to crank it up a lot more, and I really discourage that, because you're burning a lot more power than necessary for very minimal gains. So people that are just want to pump out the hash rate, and you're moving from, say, GPU mining to CPU mining, you're getting for a wake-up call, because you're going to be burning twice the power and not really notice the difference in terms of gains and stuff like that. So there's a couple different things you do got to do when it comes to CPU mining and tweaking. I go through them lots of previous videos, and I usually go through it when I do look at a coin and test out settings there for you guys. With the news Jazz miners coming out, which miner would you recommend? You mean the Qs? Oh man, those Qs, oh, they're awesome. I don't even know if they're awesome yet, because I don't have one. I haven't tested one and any of that, but statistic wise, they're awesome. Where's Jingle Mining? Right here. Jingle Mining. I think I have a link for these if you guys want to pre-order or something. You know, greatly helps the channel out. But this guy right here, this guy is stock options, ships August 31st. So end of the month they're shipping, you know, right in time for the ETH merge to happen. So these are obviously, these are all being promoted as ETC miners at this point. But yeah, these boys are efficient. Like, I know the Bitmain E9 came out, but these things, they're way more efficient than the E9. Like, these things are crazy, absolutely insane. And supposedly this one is quiet. Like, it says it's only 5 gigabytes too, though, so that's kind of an issue. That sucks. It's only 5 gigabytes. The E9s, I believe, are 6 or something, but it's only 40 decibels. 40 decibels is about what we see in the mini Doge miners and the mini KD boxes and stuff. 40 decibels is next to nothing at all. Very, very quiet. So, you know, like, I really think these miners, a lot of people think, oh, it's a waste of money, companies trying to make money, yada yada, but you got to think about everybody in the world. And I kind of bring this point up all the time. Think of people that live in apartments. They can't go out there, throw solar panels on a roof of an apartment building. Maybe they can if they know the landlord or something, or the landlord already did it. Or you can't go out there and upgrade your breaker box and stuff. Like, everything in an apartment type of thing is that. So you need quiet miners, efficient miners, and that's where, like, all these mini ETC boxes, mini Ipollos, these jazz miners, not the one that I have, that thing will scream and it'll wake your neighbors up all night. But if this thing is legitly quiet, that would be a monster for a small apartment miner or something. Like, these things, 100% mini miners, and they're so efficient, way better than any GPU ever will be in its entire life. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So it all depends on the market of the people. Myself personally, if ETC explodes, I'd want 100 of these. I'd sell every GPU I have and just get these, because why would I want a GPU mine ETC even though it's profitable on a GPU? These are way more efficient. Efficiency means less power costs. Less power costs means more profit. More profit means we're driving Lambos. So that's just me, but we're just seeing. But yeah, these new ones coming out, they look pretty amazing. 1 gigahash, 1.04 gigahash. So it's probably going to get a bit more depending if you can crank up the overclocks a bit or something. But yeah, 1 gigahash at like 400 and some watts. I think it's like 450 watts, 480 watts it's saying here. So under 500 watts for 1 gigahash. That is insane. That is absolutely crazy insane. RabidMining in a Lambo, that I want to see. If I ever got a Lambo, I would have the RabidMining decal right on the back of it. I'd have like a GPU license plate, or probably an ASIC license plate, or a CPU license plate, because it'll probably be a better way to mine than GPUs at that point. But yeah, or I'll just have a little bit of everything, you know, a little stamp of all of it. But yeah, that'd be sweet. Get a nice RabidMining Lambo. That'll be my YouTube promotion vehicle. Can I get away with that? You think I can get away with utilizing that as a business vehicle? What do you got? Oh, Lambo. Okay, for real? Yeah, legit. It's my business card. Oh, the insurance company would love that one. Same with the tax guys. Oh, where are all the peeps who ask what to buy for 20K to start, but they are nowhere to be found? They must be the former scout. Yeah, no doubt, box fan. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Where did all those guys go? I seen someone post that in Reddit a couple days ago, but they have definitely died down to pretty much nothing. Very interesting. Is chia farming still worth it? Speaking of chia farming, I did get my chia back online, so let's have a look. There it is. I just had to resync. I reset it, resunk it, and here we go. So I'm making 16 cents a day, guys. I'm making 16 cents per day right now with 12 terabytes. So how much does that cost? Let's just take a look. How much would 12 terabytes cost? So PC part. I don't know how much power this uses. I've never done like a test to see how much power these hard drives use. They can't be very much. They're slow, old. Like, I just got cheap ones. Cheap ones. Let's go to Canada here so I can confirm what this is. Oh wait, that's USD. Never mind. Never mind. We have to use I believe, yeah, this is in USD price. So that's 16 cents USD. So we got to pick our parts in the United States. Oh, crazy. So I'm going to go to browse products. I'm just going to go to storage, and we're just going to pick the cheapest price right here. Cheapest price right here. These guys. What is that? 6.4. No, I don't want that. Price per gigabyte. 11. No, where is it? Okay, so where is like the 4 terabytes? Wow, there's a 14 terabyte right here. So $200. All right, so $200 for 14 terabytes, which is 2 terabytes more than what I have right now. So $200, 19 cents. What's our ROI, guys? What's our ROI? Let's see here. So $200 divided by 0.19. So that's 1,052 days of an ROI. So we're going to divide that by 365. That's 2.8 years. 2.8 years. That's actually not bad. Now, can you find a GPU for $200? Well, you can find some Polaris cards for $200 right now, but they're making negative, so you're never going to ROI it. So technically, Chia mining is more profitable than some GPUs. And after Ethereum, you know, this 19 cents per day, it's probably going to look pretty good, especially if you're at 0. So yeah, I don't know. Take it any way you want. That's how bad things could look. Where Chia mining is, you know, more profitable than GPUs. You're making $2 Canadian with 119 terabytes of Chia plots. $2 a day. Nice. Awesome. New 1660 Super going for under $200 now. Awesome. Not in Canada, I don't think, but we'll find out. Let's check out. Let's check out Kijiji. Let's see what's going on. Any 1660 Supers around my area? Let's find out. 1660. Open. 1660. I need a 1660 Super. Whatever. Just find 1660s. Find them now. There you go. 1660, 8 gigabytes. $180. Oh, look at that. There's $180. 16. Oh, that's not a super, nothing. No, okay, never mind. I don't want that. You want at least the supers or the TIs. Now the supers are the way. $300. 320. What's it? 75. Oh, 1660 scanner. Oh, con artist. He knows that he put it in the GPU market on purpose. 660 Super, 250, not too bad. 180, 1660, 1660, 275, 1650. So not too bad. They are definitely coming down. They're not at $1,000 anymore, but they're gonna get a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. Let's see if there's any mining farms for sale, huh? Mining farm and computers. Mining frame. No, I don't want mining frame. Oh my gosh. Let's go mining rig. You have a 1060 6 gigabyte and they're a beast. Nice, awesome. Wow, I just checked and the 30 series FEs are in stock at Best Buy. I've never seen that before. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. What do we got for mining rigs here? Bitcoin, Ethereum, mining rigs for sale. $13 for mega hash. That's a ripoff right now. Trust me, you'll get them for like $4 pretty soon, maybe $3. Actually, it's gonna be $2 per mega hash. Actually, it'll be like 50 cents because then you're talking about Raven coin and stuff. That's another thing. I saw that on a Twitter post too, where people are like, you know, don't forget about Raven. It's gonna explode. I commented. I put a comment in that Twitter post. I said, yeah, but I really believe Raven needs to swap algorithms. It's too power intensive, and people are gonna be burning down their houses. I'm not gonna mine Raven coin. I'm not gonna mine Neoxa. Any of those Kapow, ProgPow type of coins, I will not be mining them, and that unless they're at least like 15 to 20% more profitable than like Ergo or something, because it won't make sense because of the power they use. You're going to be losing money. If it's on par with another coin, then you're going to be losing money because it just takes so much more power to mine. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. Reduced a Titan XP GPU mining rig, plug and play, $4,000. No thanks, buddy. 3060 Ti LHR mining rig, still labeled as LHR. Okay, good. 1600. No. 260 mega hash, 2400. No thanks. Yeah, the complete mining rigs are still absolutely being scalped. Like, obviously they're a lot better than they were, but it's not looking too hot. Furo Pow is easier on my cards versus ETH temps are lower. Very interesting. Now that's another thing too. Now, when you think of a core algo based coin, what do you think of? Do you think, oh, I got to pump in more core or something to it? That's not necessarily the case. It doesn't mean you have to pump your core up. It just uses more core. I just had a crazy sneezing fit. All right, I'm back. Yeah, there's a lot of mining equipment for sale. It's just way too expensive. A lot of people are trying to pull out. Obviously, they took pictures of their rigs. They're still mining on it until someone says, okay, I'll buy it. But, you know, they're probably going to have to part these things out because I don't know. The demand is going to be dropping a lot more, especially once Ethereum moves to POS. Like I said, another year or two from now is when you really should be looking at purchasing hardware. Yeah, you can probably find some guy that wants to get rid of it right now, sometime, you know, next week, tomorrow or something. But I thoroughly think the majority of all the prices within the, you know, middle of 2024 or something, they're going to be rock bottom. And because so many people are trying to get out of it because the profitability isn't going to be there. Plus, we're going to be hitting that bear run for quite some time. Prices on everything are going to crash. So don't just think everything looks so good right now, because really, they could drop by 50% for all we know. We don't know how bad this non-scalped market could get, especially with all this hardware coming in, because nobody's going to be able to sell it. ProgPow is the most efficient algo for GPU mining, as it actually uses every part of the GPU for computing. Very interesting, Retro Mike. What are the power consumption? Like, I did do this one video. Where was it? Oh, where's my sheet? You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna try to find my sheet here just to bring this up. Where is Fluxorama? What is it? Where's my online sheet here? This one, that one. Yeah, I haven't really tested ProgPow, but I plan on going through all my GPUs here soon and testing out some Ravencoin, Flux, Sphero, whatever, all these different algorithm type of overclock settings and stuff, because, you know, we got to figure out what to tune our GPUs at. But yeah, this is the one right here. I want to bring this into here. I want to go to what to mine as well. Turn this off, put it to 1, yada yada. But right here, so Flux, let's start with what to mine first. 3060, where are you? Here you are. 3060, what to mine. Make sure you guys can see this. All right, so 30, get rid of that 3070. All right, so we have a 3060 and what to mine. And looking at Zalhash, it's saying 36 hashes at 140 watts, right? 36 hash, or souls, it'd be souls in this case, but it's utilizing about 140 watts. I don't know if that's true because I've never, like, I don't know what everyone's running their cards at here. I don't mind Flux, not yet anyway. I don't even know if I will in the future, but we'll see what happens with it. But it is saying 37 cents after power, 70 cents before power. Now that's at 36 and 140. Now I was doing some testing here because I was looking at how can we make our cards more efficient. So look at this, at 28.6 souls on the 3060, 1290 core, which is less than what we use on Ethereum, and 1000 memory. Brought the memory down obviously, but it's only 83.4 watts. 83.4. That is less power than Ergo. That is less power than Ethereum. That makes Flux the most efficient out of these coins. Like I said, ProgPow might be a little bit better, so we'll see. But here's Flux with these settings, 28.63 souls. So I'm coming in here, I'm going 28.63. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, but the mega hash, you're losing so much hash rate, it's not worth it, it's dumb. Guys, think about this. Now look at 83.4 watts. This is the GPU with the system taken off. My system uses 22 watts. And now we're going to come into here. What is that? 83.4. So 83.4 watts. 83.4 watts. Now look at this. Look at this. Coming into Flux. Where's Flux? Why do you keep hiding on me, Flux? I know. Right here. So 70 cents before power, 37 cents after power. Right now, current prices. I'm going to hit calculate with the new settings. We're at 37 cents after power. Now we're looking at Flux. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Flux? There you are, Flux. Now we're at 36 cents. Oh no, we lost. Okay, this isn't working out according to plan, guys. Isn't working out according to plan. Usually it goes up like 3 cents, but now it went down a cent. So that totally wrecked my whole display right there. Something's going on. But no, but in theory, like, depending on your power price, all of it does go up. And every time I've done it on there, I've actually I gained 2 cents in profitability by using those overclocks, losing thing, but for some reason there it didn't want to work. Oh well, broken now, failed test. But if you pick up your power price, it's going to help more and more and more. I don't know what my power price was set there. Is it 10 cents? Yeah, 10 cents. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't want to work that time. Interesting. Remember at Flux, you also get, yeah, but the parallel assets, they're all added. What the mine has all those parallel assets added into that. That was a question that came up before, and I believe they did confirm all the parallel assets are added into this, what it shows here. So you're not getting any extra from parallel assets as you're mining Flux on top of the numbers on what to mine. Allegedly, as far as I get it. I don't know. They just did AVEX and I got a whole stack. Oh, nice. You just got the AVEX thing. We'll be mining dump in prizes when they push the 4K series to NVIDIA. They simply don't have the market to sell those. Actually, that's very interesting. They don't have the market. It depends because, you know, they say there's over 2 billion gamers out there in the world and yada, yada, yada. But I did see some Reddit posts. People are lining up and they're already trying to get in queue for those 4000 series, even though they're going to be expensive. But there's people waiting and hoping for a queue system. So it does sound like there is a lot of demand for those 4000 series GPUs. So, you know, it all depends what you're looking at. You remember, there's a lot of gamers out there. They always have to have the next best thing. They got to say they have the best computer out there on the market. So you have those guys that always have to update. It doesn't matter what's going on with any market. And then you got some guys that just, you know, maybe they haven't upgraded for 2 or 3 years. The used market may look good, yeah, but maybe they do want something new. So there's different people out there in the world. We can't just justify it for now saying because we heard it's not good for mining doesn't mean the demand won't be there. There's still a lot of gamers that are probably going to be buying these cards, and it sounds like a lot of them really are because they're looking for these queue systems, trying to get in queue already because they're used to the old scalper market and stuff. It's kind of funny to listen how they're already freaking out on not being able to get a card or something. $59 souls at 140 watts. Yeah, those 2000 series cards are absolutely crazy when it comes to Flux. Allegedly, I don't have any. I sold all mine way back when, so they suck. But I wouldn't really. Well, I guess, you know, that might be the new strategy, get certain rigs for that. But if you're like a new miner or something like that, I would highly not recommend buying, you know, GPUs for one coin. So like I know that a lot of the AMDs do pretty good on Ravencoin, but I wouldn't build a farm mode or a bunch of rigs off Ravencoin because hoping it does good. I wouldn't build a bunch of 2000 series rigs just for Flux hoping it will do good because we don't know. We need GPUs that can do the best on all the coins so we know what we can mine because we don't know what we're going to mine. And honestly, I think the most profitable coins for the next couple of years, they're the ones that aren't even listed on what to mine because people don't like to do the work. They don't like to look in the background and see what other coins there are. They just go to what to mine and point to something that looks okay to them. And, you know, the people in the background that's doing more work, looking around, they're probably going to remain a lot more profitable than all those guys that are mining Flux, mining Ravencoin and Ergo and stuff like that. So that's another mentality to keep in mind moving into this future as well. Will the merge be pushed back? You know what? I doubt it. I think it's coming in September. It's probably coming end of August, first week of September. It's probably going to be earlier than September 19th because we looked into that. We won't know 100% actually until next week. Next week will tell us if the merge is happening because that third and final testnet will merge. It sounds like on the 10th it's going to merge. And so if it merges on the 10th, the testnet, the 11th, they're already picking TTD, total terminal difficulty of mainnet, which is what we're mining Ethereum on right now. They are already picking what block they want that to happen on mainnet. So they're already going to decide. They're going to pick the date when the merge is happening, a 100% date. They're coming back to it sometime on August 18th to revisit their original block that they planned because the 5 gig DAG would have went through the previous day on the 17th. And then they'll see, you know, how much hash rate actually fell off, you know, in terms of those Jazz miners, which again, I don't think most of them will actually fall off because they're so efficient that they may just lose some hash rate and they'll continue mining Ethereum. But they're waiting for that 5 gig to take place to see how much hash rate falls off. They'll revisit their decision to see if they're still on track for the day they want. And if not, they'll, you know, if it got extended a bit, they'll change their block over to the date they wanted, or they will leave it because it didn't really change too much. So they'll meet on 10. But it does sound like we will have a pretty tentative date on mainnet merge on the 11th. So August 11th is going to be a huge day for everybody to want to be paying attention to, whether it's crypto Twitter or whatever, because they're going to announce, as long as that testnet is, as long as they consider that testnet a success. Now, I might, you might see that someone will say, oh, this bug happened or that bug happened. It doesn't matter what we think, or, if we think something could be a flaw. If they think it is successful enough to merge mainnet, that's all that matters. They will pick that date and it's over. It doesn't matter if we think there's a flaw or something. They think it's good enough, it's going. So yeah, I think it's coming in September. It's definitely going to hit. So be prepared, guys. Be prepared. RX 6800 seems to be ignored. It outdoes even the 3076 checks some coins. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I can't afford any GPUs, honestly, and I would really like a 6800 or a 6700 XT or something to play around with and test, because all the feedback I get from all you guys is pretty much that What to Mine says the 6000 series is way out to lunch. These numbers are nowhere near accurate what they actually do. And What to Mine says AMD, all the AMDs pretty much suck after Ethereum. So we really need to figure out what's going on here. Why is What to Mine, usually it's so close, is so out to lunch when it comes to the 6000 AMD cards? I don't know. I don't know what's happening here, but that's something that definitely has to be leveled out. And I can't afford any of these cards. I'd love to test the 6800 on all these coins and get a real good idea on how this does. But based on you guys say these GPUs perform fairly good, but What to Mine says otherwise. So we need some, legit stats here to see what the heck is going on. Because maybe they are good. I'm not calling you guys liars. You guys are saying they're good, so they're good. But I just can't confirm or deny if they're good or not, because I've never seen any numbers on them. I've never tried any, and we really need to figure this out. You love your RX 6800 XTS, but they are expensive. Are they? You know what? So your guys' mind, what is the best 6000 series GPU? Is this 6800 XT, you guys think? I know a lot of people are into the 6600s, but they're Ethereum kings. And then, like I said, well, I can't go by What to Mine because What to Mine lies. So I don't know. 6800 XT, what do they got here? Scrolling up. 6800 XT, computer accessories, engage. 850. Oh my gosh. 850. In about a month or two, we'll probably get these for like $400. So I gotta wait till then. Right now, they're too expensive. Yeah, can't afford that. See you later, 6800 XTs. You prefer the 6800 non-XT for proper mining rigs, 68 non-XT for low power rigs. Interesting. I imagine, I don't know, but I remember at the 5700 XTs, you could get the 5700s and then flash an XT BIOS on it and be exactly the same. I did the opposite. I took 5700 XTs, flashed non-XT BIOSes on them because they were more efficient. So it's kind of funny how that went backwards for me, and everyone else said do the other way because you get more mega hash, but I found the efficiency was the opposite way of what everybody told us. So yeah, that's why I like to test stuff, because a lot of the information out there isn't exactly true, and I really want to get my own hands on everything because I don't know until I do it myself. I could afford a lot more if ETH was at 6. Yeah, fundamental. That I agree with you. ETH was back to 6K Canadian, could definitely afford a lot more. But if ETH was back to 6K Ethereum, then we probably couldn't, because then the 6800 XTs would be worth $3,000, not $900. Oh, crazy. The 6800 XT line is like having two 6600s and one GPU. Interesting. So it's like the same efficiency as two of them, because that would make sense if it's as efficient and good as two 6600s, and the 6600s XTs are, for what you get out of, to my mind, there's like a nice efficient Polaris card, but they're expensive, like $600. So an extra $300 for the 6800 XT, if it's on par with the 6600, makes 100% sense to go with the 6800 XT over two 6600 XTs. But yeah, again, like, got to do all these testings and figure this stuff out. I really wish I could get my hands on these things, but I can't. My thought, why what to mine is off is due to the major people don't know how to undevelop properly. Yeah, I don't know. And yeah, I just don't know. And there's so many people that just use their software as numbers. Like, it's insane. You go out there, like I saw someone saying the other day, their 3070 was only using 80 watts mining Ethereum at 62 megahash. I'm like, where do you get numbers like that? Oh my gosh, no wonder there's so much misinformation out there, power consumptions and whatever. You know, someone saying their 6600 XT was only using 30 watts, and oh my gosh, they must have big eye openers when they get their power bill. Like, whoa, I thought I was only paying 6 cents. Why am I paying 30 cents? Oh, how come I use so much power? Where's that power coming from? Like, there's so many people out there have no idea what's going on. It sucks, but yeah. People posting crazy mega hash at 100% power. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Then as soon as you say anything like, you know, maybe try this or try this, they get mad at you and say, no, that's wrong. This is how you do it. You need to do this. But no, it's not. Honest opinion, like, one day if crypto explodes into its fully adopted, GPUs and everything, CPUs, all of it will have a new number on the boxes, and that number is going to be a hash to watt ratio. You know, wouldn't that be awesome? See that it'll have, like, well, Ethereum it'll say ETC, Flux, Raven, all that, and it'll say mega hash to watt, sol to watt. That'll be on the boxes of the future. Wouldn't that be awesome if that actually happened? Oh, really? Oh, that's out of... Oh, cool. That'll be their new testing phases. 10% better mining capabilities and stuff like that will be as part of their big consumer report shows. 15% more gaming performance. 40% more mining performance. This... Oh, man. That'd be amazing. That'd be awesome. 6800 is better than 6800 XT for mining. Once people realize we are at the bottom of equipment prices, it will be too late. What is the best value GPU right now? Where do you see the price of it going? GPUs are going to get lower. I really think 2024 is the optimal time to be picking up your hardware. There's still B250 mining experts out there for $200. I bought 2 of them for $30 with CPU and RAM in the last bear market. But you got to wait till the end of the bear market leading into the next bull run. Just before that happens, that's when everything's going to be at its bottom. So, yeah. This isn't the bottom on GPU prices. Yeah, GPU prices are still way too high, guys. It's going to get way lower. It's just that a lot of you guys are like, I'm buying GPUs. I'm going all in. Prices are so much down. Yeah, but they're going to get lower. It's almost like it's well, maybe it is your first bear market. Things are going to get lower, guys. The crypto prices in general, I really think they're going to get lower too. We haven't even hit the bottom of the crypto market on top of ETH moving to the merge. This is going to be a different bear market than what we've had before. And I really think hardware is definitely going to get crushed. We're going to be 50% less possibly. We could be getting a 1660 super for like $100, maybe $50. Like, things are going to get very low, guys. Very, very low. So yeah, what we got, like I said, I don't expect the crypto to actually bottom. Like, we're following the same trajectory. We're in our normal little uprising that we usually get, but within, I think, sometime September, November, it's going to start dropping back down again. And by the end of the year, January next year, is when we're actually going to hit the bottom of the whole market. This is how I foresee this kind of playing out. On top of that, we have Ethereum merge going through. So now you got the bottom's not even here yet. Plus you got the merge happening. This bear run is going to be insanely crazy for GPU miners, because now everyone's going to be fighting over coins. They're going to see there's no profitability anywhere, and they're going to be selling off their rigs. And there's so much hardware that's going to be for sale. Prices are going to be pretty much free. Like, it's going to drop a lot on the hardware. That's why I say wait another 2 years or something to actually start expanding your farm, if you still think it's going to be a good idea at the time. Right now, we're still in the bear run hype. We're thinking anything can happen. Nothing's going to, next future bull run, we're all going to be, mining mad coin. I really think best case scenario, if we're lucky, this is best case scenario in profitability. If we are as profitable than we are right now with Ethereum, that's best case scenario. And I think it's going to be a lot less at the peak of the next bull run in profitability on GPUs than what we're currently seeing right now in the current bear market before Ethereum even gone. So that's how I see the future of GPU mining profits. If you think this is bad now, this is the best it's going to get in the next bull run at the best case scenario. So guys, that prices are going to crash, guys. Just prices are going to crash is all I'm trying to say now. Just be ready. If you really want to expand, wait. Just wait. Hardware is going to be pretty much free. All right, when the L7 goes to $100, then we're at the bottom. Yeah, it's hard to say though, because remember, we're all talking about GPUs and stuff. L7s are still fairly profitable. We don't know how ETC will do, so I can't say the Jazz miners and E9s and stuff will be profitable. The KD boxes are still profitable. Like, remember, this whole Ethereum thing, it's only affecting GPUs. You know, we still have ASIC miners on Cadena. There's still Bitcoin miners. We still have L7s and stuff on Litecoin. These things are all really profitable still and not going to be affected by the Ethereum merge. So we may not see those, but the prices will come down. We'll see what happens. But there is a Litecoin halving coming up. So this is where we might see L7s drop to $100, like you said, where prices are coming down. Plus we have Litecoin halving coming up in like 4 to 6 months. I can't remember when, but we're going to be pretty much at the peak of the bottom when Litecoin halves. So we could see L7s dropping down, like you said, the $100 mark. I don't know if they'll hit that low. That'd be absolutely amazing if they did, because I would be 100% buying those, but I don't know if it'll happen. I don't know how low they'll actually get, but it is going to drop Litecoin profitability down, well, by 50% on top of the bull run. So we will see a lot of used LTC, L7s and stuff on the market as well. So keep all this stuff in mind, guys. Who cares how cheap it looks now? I know you're itching at your pockets. You got to buy this stuff. It's going to get cheaper. It's going to be a lot cheaper. And then you'll be kicking yourself. Oh, you know, I should have waited. I could have got 3 GPUs for the price of 1. I thought the price was such a good deal. It wasn't. It's getting cheaper, guys. Ipollo Mini is fun to have. Yeah, the Ipollo Minis are awesome. And if you still haven't had one to play around with one, you know, links in the description, guys. Check those out. Those Ipollo Minis, the V1 Minis, they're all awesome. They're extremely efficient little machines, nice and quiet. ETC monster, you know, depending how ETC does, it could have potential. If ETC hits $1,000 to $1,200, you know, we're as profitable as Ethereum already, and these little ASICs are gonna just be racking in the dope. More RAM lasts longer. Dag. Yes, obviously more RAM the better. I finally got a GPU from Best Buy, so I'm slowing way down on buying GPUs. Only took me 2 years to get one from. I know, that's insane. That's where I got all mine though, but I waited in line. I sat outside and froze to death to get mine from Best Buy. All the Founders Edition 3070s and 3060 Ti's, but that's how I got my GPUs. It was a pain, but I went through it. Now it's okay. But yeah, it was good. 1,000 Canadian for a new 3080 12 gigabyte. Good deal. That's about MSRP price, isn't it? That's around MSRP. So, you know, if you like MSRP, good. You could probably find it for cheaper somewhere. 3070s FEs are $500. That in the States? I don't know what it is in Canada right now. Let's just have a look. Best Buy. Let's take a look at Best Buy here. Canada, official site. Open Sesame. Where are you? 3070. Doesn't look like I'm logged in, so I shouldn't get doxxed. 3070, 3050, 30 something, 3070s. RTX 37. Hey, they changed it. Wow, Best Buy. They must have seen my stream. You remember a couple streams ago, I went to Best Buy here and I typed in like 3080 and all I got was like 3060s, 3050s and stuff like that. And you had to scroll to like the 3rd page to get to what you actually searched for. Looks like they changed their website where you actually pick it and it comes up with all of them. That's good. Best Buy, if you're watching this right now, good job. You guys get a gold star. Thank you. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, so 30 not Canadian, not in Canada. It's 679 still. Speaking of this, check this one out, guys. Check this one out. I don't know if he's here or not, but a member of the Discord server. He was where's the 30? Look at that. Boom, 3090s. Now it's all 3090s. Awesome. Now where is it? Where is it? Oh, it changed. That's right. It's not here anymore. I wish it was. So here's what happened. If you guys are members of the Discord, link is up there. Be sure to join it. But someone posted that they seen on Best Buy Canada, and I looked at it. I could confirm that it was there. A 3090 for $550 as a third-party seller. Now, he screenshotted everything. He saved his receipt. He was expecting he's not probably going to get a 3090. But then after he purchased it, it swapped over and changed everything around to a 2060 for $550. So obviously it's a scalper trying to go out here, but he has the receipt, screenshots, and everything of the ad of it being listed as a 3090 and everything for a 3090. So he may get a free GPU out of this horrible deal. I should have went on to it and did this as well, but I didn't. But yeah, that's awesome. Hopefully it works in his favor, because we know it's obvious $550 you're not getting a 3090. But he went for it. He bought it. He saved everything. And now when he gets his GPU, which is probably a 2060, he's just going to say, well, he sent me the wrong item. It's not listed. I want my money back. Boom. Nice. Ka-ching. Thank you for the GPU, buddy. But yeah, that happened this morning. Oh, sounds like the scalper is a scammer. Yeah, it's a scammer scalper. I wonder, who knows? Did you guys see that one thing? Oh, what was it? Someone ordered I don't know, it was a 6700 XT or a 3080 or something on eBay, and he got a box full of sand. Did you guys hear about that one? That was like 2 days ago or something. He ordered a GPU, opened it up, box full of sand. Obviously, no, I believe eBay has return policies and stuff where he'll get his money back, but yeah, that's crazy. Andy Chirino, what's happening? I'm doing good. How you doing? It's Sunday. We're rocking. Oh, wow. That is what BitPro was offering for each 3090. From a functionality standpoint, if they are the same, then I just foresee ETC just taking its place as far as mine. Never looked into it though myself. Yeah, they are pretty much the same. The biggest difference is that some people think in that DAO hack back in the day when a whole bunch of ETC coins, it was Ethereum at the time. So what happened is Ethereum got attacked. Ethereum got attacked a whole bunch of times through NiceHash. Obviously, most coins get attacked. Neoxa just got attacked right here. You can see from NiceHash last week or so. But what happened is they got attacked 51%. There's a DAO hack. A whole bunch of coins got stolen. And then Ethereum and ETC, they had their fork. So Ethereum and Vitalik and all these guys, they went forward with Ethereum. And then ETC was created, I guess, per se. And it's the original chain where all that hack coins and everything came from. And then Ethereum removed all that from the blockchain and continued on like that never even happened. So that's the Ethereum we have today. And then we have ETC that did previously get hacked. Now, obviously, as all these ASICs and everything come into it, it's going to be a lot more secure network as back then. It's going to be soaking up these ASICs. As the profitability gains on it, if it grows momentum, then GPUs will start seeing profitability on it as well, and then it could explode into the next Ethereum. We could be seeing deja vu of early Ethereum through ETC right now again. So we could be like 2016 Ethereum mining per se to fast forward to where we're at now. But which is very interesting aspect there, because they removed all that, forked, and went to Ethereum today. But remember, Vitalik said, you know, if they ever see any issues happening on their chain, they could simply do their own reorg, which means, okay, this is happening, we'll just do a reorg and eliminate it like it never happened. Vitalik said that like, what was it, a month ago? Do you guys remember any of that? So he's already saying how centralized Ethereum POS is going to be, that they can just simply reorg the chain at will. Very not good in my mind, but you know, all those guys on the Ethereum train, they think it's a good idea. So I don't know, but yeah, ETC was the original. It got hacked. Ethereum moved on, got rid of it, and ETC has, people are saying, what if that guy comes out and dumps all those coins? Now, I don't know if those coins are still in existence, if they were sold previously or what, but people are saying that those coins from the hack still exist in some wallet somewhere. So I don't know the full details on that, but that's pretty much where ETC sits. Now, overall, it is pretty much the exact same thing as Ethereum. People can move on to it. They can run. If Uniswap wanted to use ETC, they could simply just move it there because it's like this coding and everything is pretty much exactly the same. So that could happen. So it could easily become the next POW Ethereum 100%. It's just going to take a lot of users and all the people, dApps and everything like that to utilize it as well. And yeah, it could 100% replace Ethereum. Okay, what do we got here? And that was, I was thinking the only difference is the hash rate making ETC more secure, which will be shortly be fixed once ETH goes POS. That's for sure. Now remember, I also think this is going to help ETC, obviously, as the hash rate moves to ETC with all these ASICs or GPUs. If you have cheap and free power, then that increases the security, less chance of NiceHash to attack it. And then ultimately we could see reductions of those confirmations. As you know, it used to be when they got attacked, they had to increase confirmations by like 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks to send ETC anywhere. It did drop down lately, recently. It's like 4 days now to get your payouts from a pool or something. But we could see that back down to like maybe, you know, 10 confirmations, 20 confirmations. It'll be back down to a normal level once they have that security to help increase, you know, investors to it. So that's another thing that could come with all this hash rate coming in as well, which is really good. That's a nice thing to be able to do that. The chain will speed up again, and it's still kind of in its slow process. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. I don't know if I explained that right. Manipulation is what I say about ETH. Yeah, 100%. It's gonna be crazy. Now there's a lot of people that think the ETH devs sold. Did anybody hear this? Did the Ethereum devs sell all their Ethereum not too long ago? I saw some post somewhere they say the Ethereum devs only hold like 0.1% of the Ethereum now. I really don't think that's true. As we know, they used to hold like 70% of all Ethereum through the pre-mine. Yes, they sell some to fund this. Yes, Vitalik gave a whole bunch to like Doge and what other places, but I still think they hold the majority of the Ethereum on, you know, on Ethereum. So yeah, I don't know. That would be hilarious if they did. Yeah, I don't know if they sold it or not, but I still think they hold the majority of the ETH out of everybody out there. They sold 4,600 ETH. Yeah, but they had like millions of ETH. So 4,600 is a fraction of the ETH that they had. Didn't they have like a million ETH or something? I don't even know. They had a lot of ETH. Maybe it's not a million. How much ETH? Actually, you know what? How much total ETH is in circulation right now? Let's kind of. Total ETH in circulation. What kind of, how many Ethereum are there and how many are left? Well, that's easy to answer. We can look at how many, but how many are left is unlimited. There is no limit to Ethereum. It is probably the most inflatable coin that you can get. They talk about all this, you know, deflating everything, but how many Ethereum, what date is this? I don't know what date that is. Ethereum has an infinite supply. And there were 113.5 million tokens in circulation as of April of 2022. There are roughly 120 million tokens. Okay, 120 million tokens, and they had like, what was it? What did they say? Like they owned like 65% of that or something. So they got in the millions. So selling 4,600 ETH is like, okay, whatever. That's like spending a penny on something. But yeah, I don't know. That's why the ETH burn is useless. Yeah, that's what I don't get. There's so much ETH out there. It's pointless. Now, the whole point of the ETH burn, I think, for their deflationary purposes was to make their bags worth more. Think about it. They're not using their network. They're holding onto their coins. They have it all invested in validating nodes, probably. They can control this because they own so many nodes. I don't know if this happened. This is my theory. Remember, this is the Rabid theory, not the real theory. But the Rabid theory could be the real theory, but we just don't know because they won't tell us. Anyway, here's my theory. So they have all this ETH in there, kind of hold it in there. They can control everything. So what they do is they add in this burn process. Now, for every user using their network, it's burning and throwing all their ETH in the garbage bin. Thanks for going broke for using our network, everyone. Now you guys hardly have any. You got to buy more because it's such a great chain. And we just hang out in the back here, keeping our ETH, nice fat sacks ready to roll. And you guys make the value go up and now we can get rich. That's how I kind of see this whole thing playing out in terms of Ethereum. I could be wrong though. I have no idea, but that's just how I see it. That's how I think their whole deflationary. That's the same thing with all the governments. Everything they point to you on the news, they're just trying to redirect your attention somewhere so that they can do whatever they want. Oh, crazy. How many CPU miners do you have now? I have a total of, I think, 23 rigs. Yeah, I think I have three 5950Xs, two 3950Xs, and 20 or 21 3900Xs. Oh. And I think total power consumption is around 2100 watts. Yeah, 2200 watts for 23 rigs. Not too bad. They're all about just under 100 watts each. It's hot and humid today. One kid's B-day in January and one kid's in August, either freezing or sweating to death. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's nice and efficient. I like to run. Like I say, when running your CPU mining rig, you ignore gaming. If you're coming from a gaming platform or you're used to gaming, you read PC Part Picker or not PC Part, but Tom's Hardware and all this stuff. Throw everything they say in terms of Ryzen CPUs, RAM, everything out the window, because you don't need any of that they're all trying to push single core performance. Yes, faster latency RAM is way better. Overclocking everything is way better. You get that single thread performance for games and stuff. When it comes to mining, we need our cores and threads to run efficiently and effectively. That does not involve running XMP profile. That burns more power than it's worth. Running two dual channel, quad channel, depending on the algorithm you're using, doesn't necessarily work. Tizen, I did mention earlier in the stream, that dual channel does seem to 65% increase your hash rate, which is a good thing. But there's a lot of coins like the Ghost Rider algorithm. There's a lot of them coins out there. Only one stick is all that you need. You don't need 2 sticks of RAM. So depending on the algorithm you're using, but the majority, same mentality plays to them all. Keep your CPU core in its base clock range, not into its boost range. So example of 39, all the 3000, 5000 series, actually the 3000 series has a higher base clock range than the 5000 range at 3.8, where the 5000 series are at 3.7, but keep it at that or less and keep your volts down and you will maintain full system at under 100 watts, and then just tweak your RAM like non-XMP profile, 1 or 2 sticks depending on the algorithm, and you're golden. So ignore anything you would do with gaming for CPU mining because they don't jive with each other. They just burn and use too much power and it's wasted. 5800 X3D best for RTM right now. 5800 X3D for real? Is it really? I don't know. I don't have one. I haven't tested it. I had someone test one for me, and the 3900X does outperform the 5800 X3D, especially on like Haven. Now, one thing, now here's an example, I guess, used for Haven, where I use for an example for the 7000 series. Hopefully they get that extra L3 cache. So Haven uses 4 megabytes of L3 cache per thread. So Intel, when it comes to any of these Ghost Rider coins or those coins, they suck. It doesn't matter. Their next gen CPUs, they're going to be absolutely horrible. Now they may be okay on something like Monero and stuff because it doesn't really require that much L3 cache. But when it comes to anything that needs L3 cache, they're horrible. So most all-rounders, Intel is not there. It's like getting... I was going to go back to the AMD thing over NVIDIA, but again, like I said, what to mine lies, so we're not going into that. But we have the 3900X has slightly more L2 cache than the 5800X 3D, and the 5800X 3D has that massive amount of L3 cache to utilize all 16 threads on Haven. Now the 3900X can only utilize 16 threads on Haven because it only has 64 megabytes of L3 cache. So they're both available. So you have the 5800X X3D versus the 3900X, both utilizing only 16 threads because of the L3. Now the 5800X3D is using all of the CPU because of that, but it has less L2 cache. So per thread, the 3900X was still outperforming it on Haven because it had that extra L2 cache and it was getting more hash rate per thread, ultimately giving a higher overall hash rate on all 16 threads. And then obviously you have more, it's a bigger core 24 thread CPU in general on Ghost Rider and stuff. So it makes it a better all-rounder CPU. But I don't have a 5800X3D to fully test on all the coins, so I don't know how it does do. But you say it's better on Ghost Rider. I don't know. I haven't tried it, so we'll have to. That's awesome if it is, but I don't know for sure. Okay, what do we got here? Is Monero profitable? Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. It has been coming up in profitability as the hash rate has been dropping off of it, but I don't know where it's been sitting currently. But Monero it's a tough one. Monero could see massive explosions in price in the future. It is the top dog privacy coin out there. And as more and more people start getting into privacy, Monero is the go-to type of coin for that. So you got to keep that part in mind as well. But it's been around for a while. Monero is like the Bitcoin of CPUs now. It used to be mineable on GPUs. It did swap over to RandomX. You can still mine Monero on a GPU. It just doesn't make any sense because you're using a lot of power and you're hardly getting any hash rate on it. So a CPU is better there. It is not at the moment on most CPUs last I checked, but I mine it. Yeah, see, some people mine XMR at a loss because they believe so heavily in the project. I believe, oh, who is it? I can't remember. There's a bunch of people out there anyway, but they do mine religiously XMR because they really believe in the project. And that's okay. It's okay to mine at losses if you really want to support a project. That's another part of crypto mining as well. It's not all about profits to some people. It's about maintaining, you know, the security and everything of a chain alive. You want to repad your 3080 but don't want to lower resale value. You just it's a used market. You don't have to say you repad it as long as it works or something. You could technically say you got a factory repadded. It's cooler. This runs cooler. Technically it could increase the value because now someone else doesn't have to do it. So you can say the factory did it for you. You can make up some lie. You remember, you're in the used market. You're not going through some warranty through the company or anything. Just say boosted memory pads runs cooler, something crazy like that. I don't know. Think of something, but you don't even have to say it. Just say here's a 3070, here's a 3080, here's a 3090. Don't even talk about the repads. It's a used market. But yeah, all right guys, so we have been live for quite some time, so I am gonna have to wrap this up. I gotta run to town and everything, so I appreciate everyone for showing up here. 100% appreciated. If you haven't hit that likes button, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff, I will see you all on the next one.
Rabid out.